Hello students, welcome back in the second video of the chapter, The Little Girl. In the first video, we have studied about a little girl and her relationship with her parents, especially with her father, which was not so good and cordial, not so happening. She is very close to her grandmother. One day when grandmother suggests to make a surprise gift for the father, she decides to make a pen cushion, which she has stuffed with the fine piece of papers, which were very important documents. And now the parents are aware, especially the father is aware, that the speech which was missing, the papers which was missing, was torn and stuffed in the cushion which Kezia was making for father's birthday. Now, since knowing this fact that the speech is torn, those papers are torn and stuffed, he is really furious and very angry. And here he is questioning Kezia why she has done it. And he has ordered mother to make sure that she goes to her bed in her room. Now we are going to continue the chapter with paragraph number 7. Crying too much to explain anything. So the Kezia is crying like anything. She is crying so much that she is not able to explain the reason why did she tore the pages. Here she is in a room which is shadowed, and it's an evening time. She can see that when the evening is coming, the shadows are making a different sad patterns on the floor. She is crying, she is afraid, she is sobbing in that room. And what she sees that the father comes inside the room with the ruler. Now it is understood that the father is really angry, and especially here he wants to teach Kezia a lifetime lessons. So he asks Kezia he tells Kezia that I am going to beat you. Kezia is a little girl who is already very terrified and screams, no father, please don't beat me. But as I said, the father is really angry and wants to teach a lifetime lesson to Kezia. He wants to tell Kezia that she should not touch the thing which do not belongs to her. If it is not her property, she should not touch it. If it's not her thing, she should not touch it. And before changing its structure, its format, she must inform and tell to others. So here the father orders to hold out her hand out, and on that small little pink palms gets a one ruler. This was a sad incident for Kezia which terrified her deeply inside. Some hours later, when the grandmother came, she wrapped her up. Wrapping means she covered her up in the shawl, and rocked her in the rocking chair. Kezia is sobbing and she is questioning her grandmother. I'll read a line for you. What did God make fathers for? Now that was a big question in front of the Kezia herself, and which she was questioning to the grandmother, that why God has made fathers. If the father figures are like this, who scolds, who beats, who shouts, what is the need of the fathers in the family? Why they have to be? On that, without saying anything, the grandmother the grandmother gives a hanky to Kezia so that she can clean her nose. And then she tells that the grandmother tried to explain the situation to the father, that it was for his own birthday only, but he was so furious that night that he did not listen anything, not from the mother and not even from the grandmother. And then she says, child, go off to sleep. I'm sure by the next morning you will forget everything. But tell me, the one who has got such a hard ruler on a little palm, is that child ever going to forget about this incident? Never. The child never forgot. In fact, every time when she saw the father, out of scare and that experience, she always used to hide her hands behind her back, because she thought that now maybe if she'll do a next mistake, the father is again going to repeat the same punishment. Then, and one more thing, out of nervousness, her cheeks blew red. That was a big problem in front, scary situation which the Kezia was facing every time. Next paragraph says, McDonald's lived next door. Now, they were the neighbors of Kezia. From the gap of the fence, she saw that father, along with her 5 children, were playing the game tag. Tag is a game where one runs and another catches. Where Mao, one of the child, is sitting on Mr. McDonald's shoulder. 2 of the girls are hanging by catching the pocket of his coat. The boys are running around and round the flower beds. That's the sites where the flowers are being put. And they all are laughing and they all are enjoying and having a great time. Now this scene was absolutely very surprising and very different for Kezia because she has never seen this kind of father ever. She has always experienced the type of father which she has at home, who is very strict, not spending too much of time with her. And as I told you, she don't have that warm relationship with her father. And here when she looks at Mr. McDonald's, who is having such a lovely time with the children, playing them, catching them, because 2 of the sons, they were trying to hose on him. Hose on him means they were trying to wet him with the pipe. And he is trying to catch, and all of them are shivering with laughter and having a great time. So this was a state of confusion for Kezia to believe that these are also a type of a father who gives so much of love and time to their children. So from that instant, Kezia had a perception, an idea in her mind that there are sorts of father, there are types of father. One type of father which she has and another type of father which Mr. McDonald is. Suddenly one day, Kezia's mother, she became ill and she went to hospital along with the grandmother. Now, Kezia was left all alone at house with the father. The daytime went very well because she was there with the cook Alice. So when she was there with Alice whole day, the things were okay and fine with her. But in the evening when Alice was leaving and she was trying to make her put in the bed, Kezia got up suddenly with Afraid and questioned what will happen to me at the night if I see a nightmare. Nightmare means a bad dream. So she was really worried because she is telling Alice, the cook, that I often get a nightmare. And whenever I get a nightmare, the granny, she takes me, she hugs me, takes me to her bed, and everything becomes okay and fine. So here the Alice is trying to explain that nothing will go wrong. You just go off to sleep by making her comfortable. She's taking off her socks and trying not to scream if she's see a nightmare, so that she don't make her poor father wake up. So the night comes, the Alice has already gone and Kezia is sleeping all alone in her room. And the same old nightmare again comes. The butcher with the knife and a rope. And he is coming nearer and nearer with a very dreadful and very scary smile. And looking at that dream, seeing that dream, Kezia gets up with a cry of grandma and grandma. She's so scared. And when she gets up, what she finds? That the father is standing next to her bed with the candle in his hand. The Kezia is shivering out of fear and she is only saying grandma and grandma. The father questions, what's wrong with you? Is everything, what's wrong with you? Here, the Kezia is not able to explain the dream since the 2 incidences. First, the father is there, she's scared of him. Secondly, she has already seen such a dreadful dream. So she is just explaining her whole dream with the help of certain words like, oh, a butcher, a knife, and I want granny. These were the 3 sentences which the Kezia could explain to the Kezia's father. Then what Kezia's father did, he blew the candle and he bent down and hugged Kezia in his arm. And he crossed the passage and brought Kezia in his big bedroom. So the father is trying to comfort the child by not leaving her in her room all alone again. He brought Kezia in his room. Now when he is entering his room, he saw that there is newspaper all over on his bed. He kept the papers one side and tucked the little girl on the bed. He made sure that the little girl is comfortable on the bed. And he lies down next to Kezia. Half asleep still with the butcher's smile all about her it seemed. She crept close to him and snuggled her. Snuggled her means that the child, when it gets in a very comfortable, cozy position, lying next to mother or a father. So she is still having that butcher's dreadful smile in her mind, and she is trying to clutch and get very close to her father, so that that fear of the dream gets away from her mind. Under his arm, now how she is snuggling, she is putting her head under the hand, under the right arm of the father, and holding the shirt of the father very tightly. That incident, remember that incident, then the dark did not matter. Everything was fine and okay, because now she was getting that positive vibes from her father. The father was not a figure of scare anymore for her. She was getting comfortable and okay with that, in that situation. On to that, father said, you can rub your feet next to me so that you can warm it up, since it was cold. Tired out, the father slept before Kezia could. And when she looked at the father, a funny feeling came over her. What it is? Poor father, not so big after all. So then she realized that till now she was thinking that her father figure is so giant, so big. But now she is realizing that the father figure is not that big. It's not that huge. He was harder than grandmother. He was very strong, physically very strong as compared to her grandmother. But that hardness was strong. She knew that her father is so strong and can protect her and can take care of her. She realized that father cannot be Mr. McDonald's. He cannot spend too much of time with me since he has to go to office every day. There is nobody to take care of him when he goes to office. There is nobody who is taking care of him because he is left all alone. So he is the one who is managing the family, the office, and so many things that he is tired. And being tired person, he is not able to spend that quality time with his daughter. And this thing, this fact, is getting understood and cleared by Kezia. So that ice has got break, right? The coldness which was there in daughter and father relationship, especially from daughter's side, is melting now. Kezia started feeling optimistic. She started feeling very thoughtful, very positive, and very good about her father. The further line says, the father cannot be Mr. McDonald's every time. She then turned up. And then she even remembers that she has even torn up the beautiful writing of the father. That speech which he was supposed to, I missed telling you, that speech which was being torn was the speech which the father was supposed, it was a Port Authority speech which he was supposed to speak on that day. So that was not an ordinary paper, it was a very important document which Kezia has torn. And here when she take a little stir, she moves. The father asks, are you okay? Have you seen another dream? On that, very sweetly, that little girl replies, oh, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. So now that little girl is so comfortable with the father that her head is on her father's heart. She could hear the heartbeat of her father. She's that close to her father. And then she says a beautiful line. What a big heart you have got, father dear. And my children, my dear children, we really don't understand our parents' hard work, our parents' labor every time. When they take a strict decision for us, we end up, we end up fighting with them, we end up disagreeing with them, we end up getting upset. But we actually, we should realize and we should understand that if they are doing anything, why are they doing it? And this is what the little girl has understood by the end of the story. Isn't it? It was a beautiful story about a relationship between a daughter and a father. She understood that why her father cannot be Mr. McDonald's. And her all complaints finished from that day. then let it be if my father is not like Mr. Magnus. I'm happy that my father is strong and a protective father. Right? So here I end up with the chapter. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you all in the next video. Till then, take care.